MLB The Show is at the gateway to the
And
West,
now,
St. Louis,
your
Missouri, and lovely Busch Stadium.
2021
Today, the third and final
St.
game in this
Louis
three-game series
Cardinals.
between the Miami Marlins and the St. Louis Cardinals. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. Gerald Vaughn is on the mound for the Cardinals. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Now into the box, Juan Pierre. He will lead this one off today. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Now a bunt attempt here, but this will get foul for strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
At the plate, Miguel Rojas. As he swings and grounds it toward the hole. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. In time to first, and there are 2 away. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Dero, daytime road game for him. What you got?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup is an interesting case study. Because if you're not a big believer in batting average, this team, they're in the bottom third of batting average, so they have to do it a little bit differently. They have to move traffic and drive the baseball out of the ballpark and into the gaps. We've seen that be successful before. Let's see if it happens again today.
Dan, Dero, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. Despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape. Winners in 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, no excuses anymore. April, May go by. You kind of cut your teeth, try and find clubhouse chemistry, execute on the field. We're in June now. This is a good harbinger of what's to come, and this team's playing well. Expect them to be in the race for a while.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fouled away. The 2-2.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 2-2. And now the knuckleball in there. Strike 3 called, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. And now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Trevor Rogers gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent, one good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. If he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
So now to the plate, Ozzie Smith. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Now the first pitch.
That's a ball.
These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, when you get off to a slow start, all you want to do is get back to that 500 number, and you don't care how you get there. Well, this team has done exactly that, and today starts the first day. Hopefully they find a way to get a win, one game over 500, and everybody is feeling good about the season.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Lifted down the line in left. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
That brings in Tommy Edman. As with one away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. He'll enter play here at an even 250. 6 home runs and 23 driven in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder giving chase. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I love what Matt Carpenter brings to the table for this team. He's been a catalyst for this team in the last 10 games and in so many different ways. But looking at the one number I'm looking at, a .450 on-base percentage, when you have that and you have the type of abilities that he has, you're awfully dangerous.
As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Two out, nobody on. Swung on and belted. Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time. So a solo shot down the line in left. Home run number 16 for him on the year. And the Cardinals move out in front 1-0.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday. So you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
At the plate now, Stan Musial, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The count now at 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone. Line drive to left. That gets down, and the inning continues.
So instead of leading off the following inning, Matt Carpenter bats next with 2 away.
3-1 fastball, middle cut, and he didn't miss it. That's the fight throughout the course of the game, to get yourself into count leverage and capitalize.
Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. We'll head to the top of the second, and the Redbirds have an early 1-0 advantage. That'll bring up Gary Sheffield. He's hitting .333 in the series, 2 for 6.
Gary Sheffield.
First pitch on its way. As he'll watch a knuckleball that dances its way in there for strike 1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Hey, D-Row, you better be up there ready to swing with Ricky Holiday behind the plate, particularly on that high pitch.
Yeah, and I don't like that, Dan. As an offensive player, that's the one pitch that you almost can't get to with a power guy on the mound. I'm okay with you giving a little bit on the corners. But you start giving north, it makes it super tough on the hitters.
Now the 2-1. And it's fouled away. Another 2-2 offering.
I got 3 and 2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
Stepping in now, Cliff Floyd. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 6 home runs and 29 driven in. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Knuckleball, and he can't pull the trigger. It's a called strike 3 for out number 2.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
In now, Jesus Aguilar. As he can't get a barrel on the knuckleball that time, it's strike 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Well above the letters as it looked like the knuckleball slipped out on him that time. Good knuckleball, and it's a called strike 2.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. It's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. Miami down in order. They're down 1-0. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Yadier Molina. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Molina.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Aye. 0-1. Get down. 1-1.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Floyd is there. He's got it 1 away.
Batting 7. The left fielder.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And let's take a look at Joe Panic. I call him the big fundamental because he does nothing wrong on the defensive side of the ball. He has got ice water in his veins and the ability to turn one of the best double plays in baseball.
To the plate now, Dylan Carlson. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. Carlson just rakes left-handed pitching. There's no real way to dispute that. However, he's not nearly as proficient when facing pitching from the right side.
I got the count. 1-2.
A good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high. 1-2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another 1-2 delivery.
Ball.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
The 2-2 is laid off up for ball number 3. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. He loses him on ball 4.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. He's gone 0 for his first 6 at-bats in the series so far. From the stretch.
Ball. Exit back.
Now a move over to first.
No, he stayed.
Carlson leads off first with 1 away. A ball and a strike.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Swing and a miss at a changeup that has him all kinds of goofed up at the plate. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Here now the 2-2. On the ground is short. This could be two. To panic covering. Relay to Aguilar. The double play, and that retires the side. Redbirds down quietly. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. Here's Joe Panic. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off to third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Now the pitch.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Lifted in the air out to center field. Bader is right there, 1 down. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. So to get his day started at the plate, Sandy Leon trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. And this is low, ball 1. The 1-0 home. Misses above the zone for a ball.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle-of-the-order power guy.
Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Into the windup and the pitch.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
And he fouls this one off. Another try at 2-2. Struck him out. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Trevor Rogers. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And now the first pitch. Popped him up. Carpenter has room in foul territory, and that will end the inning. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Marlins nothing.
We're just about set to go here as the Cardinals come to bat in the 3rd inning. St. Louis fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. And a big part of their success comes from their legs. Coming into this one, they're leading the league in stolen bases, and while that doesn't necessarily translate into offensive production, one player told me, our speed is definitely a catalyst for us to get rallies started. And it's not just steals. We can stretch hits into doubles and triples, and that makes it a lot easier for us to get things going. A lot of good athletes on this club, guys.
Cardinals,
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Gerald Vaughn.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Gerald Vaughn is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Fouled off. Oh, and 2. Here it comes.
1 ball, 2 strikes, Miguel.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Payoff pitch one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
Into the box, Ozzie Smith, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He went down swinging to start the home first. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
And it's 1-2 to the Wizard. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Floyd is there. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Now batting, the second baseman, Tommy.
Next, it'll be Tommy Edman. Flew out last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball, that's low.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
2 out, nobody on. Line to the right side, but a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Nothing doing here this half. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Marlins nothing. That'll bring up Juan Pierre back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now here's the pitch. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Now batting, the third baseman, Miguel.
Into the box now, Miguel Rojas. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. There goes the runner. A pitch out. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Well, that stolen base was about as bang-bang as they come, and as Show Track demonstrates to us right here, it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He's definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. And this is lined hard to deep left. Carlson is there, and he has it for the out. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. Next to hit is David Lee. Potential tying run for him at third base. From the stretch. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 0-1 delivery.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Now the 0-2 pitch.
Those are the pitches in the game that you don't get back as an offensive player. I know it's easy sitting up here in the booth calling the game, but he'll be thinking about that one for a while if he doesn't get a hit in this at-bat right here.
Ball 1.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Definitely a strikeout situation here with the runner on third, so that's smart. Trying to make him chase that slider out of the zone.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the corner a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Count still full, 3-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
Striding in is Gary Sheffield, trying to bring in the tying run from third here. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Chopped at third. The next 1-2 pitch.
Nope.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 2-2. Ball slapped hard the opposite way. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. Long throw to third. But too late, and he's safe at third.
Boy, what a battle there, Dero. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
Cliff Floyd comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as the Marlins have opened up a 4-1 lead.
Well, I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on Show Track, because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength.
So now to the plate, Jesus Aguilar. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1.
This is a situation where you almost have to play mind tricks on yourself if you're out there on the mound. 4 runs have come across already this inning, but now the bases are empty. He's not in danger anymore, so he's just got to tell himself he's doing fine, and he just needs to get this inning over with.
Now the 1-0. Snatched out of midair at first base for route number 2.
Up next for the Marlins, the second baseman, Joe Panic.
So the bases are empty with 2 gone now, and that'll bring up the former St. John's University standout Joe Panic. First offering on its way. Popped up. Carpenter into foul territory, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. 4 runs here in this half inning. That's ball 1 as it dances just off the outside. Into the corner and slicing foul. Hit hard towards center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. Throw into second, but he'll be in there with a double. You can relate, Dan. So what's going through the pitcher's mind right now?
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
Standing in now, Sandy Leon.
That's a ball.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0.
Hey.
And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Fouled away. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. He'll try again. 1-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 4-1 Miami. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Michael Lee.
This is where the pressure starts to build a little bit on an offense. It's not late enough. I mean, you don't have to start panicking right. But this is where you're looking for someone to light a spark to get back in this game.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but it's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Squared that one up just a little late. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Ripped on the ground to first. And a sliding effort there, but that ball had eyes, and the leadoff man's on base to start the inning. So make it 2 hits for him in this one as he's on base here in the home fourth. And as we take a look there at the Cards' team leaders in that category, he's currently second best on the St. Louis roster. Stepping in now, Stan Musial. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Lee aboard here at first with nobody out. Line drive, that's a base hit into the right center field gap. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
The third baseman
finally they show some signs of life. These guys have been swinging the bats like they're underwater or something. But a single and a double, and now they've got runners on second and third. We'll see if they can cash them in.
Here's Matt Carpenter. And he swings and pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
The catcher, number 4.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration. Popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
Next up, Yadier Molina flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another fly out wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly. Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
And he pops him up back behind second base. Able to squeeze this one is Panic, and there are 2 away now.
The left fielder, number 3, Gillen Carlson.
So next to hit is Dylan Carlson. Worked a walk his first time up. He's set and the pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
The count.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Oh, and 2. Here it is. Hit high and deep out to left field. Adios, pelota. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. His first home run of the season, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
Yeah, and if you remember the previous pitch, he couldn't get around on a fastball and was mad at himself. Well, there's nothing to be mad about anymore unless you're the guy standing on the mound wondering what just happened.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader.
The center fielder.
As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
3 runs already home here. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Full count, 3-2. 4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of a steal when he's on base.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Gerald Vaughn. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he fouls this one off. Swing, and he pops him up. Rojas in foul ground, and no one will track it down. The set, and the 2-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But the Cards strike for 3, all coming courtesy of this 3-run home run. We played 4, all even now at 4 apiece. Starling Marte will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Hitting for Miami, number 6, Starling Marte.
Here's the pitch. Comes into this one at 271. 9 homers and 25 driven in. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Popped him up. Smith calls for it. 1 out.
Up next for the Marlins, the center fielder, Juan Pierre.
1 away now for the Marlins in their half of the 5th, and that brings up Juan Pierre. First offering.
Off the plate, ball 1. And strike.
Fifth inning here of a tie ball game, 4-4. Tried to wait out the knuckleball, but it's in there, 2-2. Swinging a little blooper to center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
You know, D'Lo, that's one of the downsides of being a knuckleball pitcher. You don't have a lot of other pitches in his repertoire. After seeing a few too many knuckleballs, he's able to hit a bullet right there for a base hit.
Yeah, this pitcher will occasionally mix in a fastball, give you a different look, but that's a lot of knuckleballs in a row. And I'll tell you what, he didn't miss it.
At the plate now, Miguel Rojas. No balls and one strike. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
1-1.
And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. And it's 1-2.
Hey, that's a quality take right there. He knows the pitcher's trying to get him to hit a ground ball and roll 2.
Pierre, base runner at first with 1 out. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back. Here comes the 1-2. Gets him looking up around the letters.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
At the plate, David Lee. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Throw over to the bag, and the runner will get back standing. The 1-0 home.
Hey!
Throw over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. A 1-1.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Shoots this one over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Marlins leave 1 to the bottom of the 5th, halfway home, all even at 4. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it was clear his guys were locked into their at-bats from the very first pitch. And that's something they emphasized in the pregame meetings. He's happy they got the message, as now they've gotten into the bullpen. And they put up some solid run production in the early part of this game.
Your attention, please.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Zach Pop, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Pop.
Now it'll be Ozzie Smith. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
The shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
First pitch on its way.
Hey!
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2. The pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Pierre is under it to make the catch. There's one gone.
Now
there's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher. Not what he had in mind before the day started.
Hey, this was just one of those games that just weren't meant to be when you add it all up. Had a rough time, only lasted 4 innings. Just wasn't able to give them the kind of performance they were looking for going into this one.
Into the box, Tommy Edman. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And he misses with it. 1-1. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
That's a good job right there. Very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
3-1. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
Here's a look over to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. Into the box now, Michael Lee, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Here comes the 0-1, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Set. Here comes the 1-1.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a 4-seamer.
And that misses 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Gotta believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
To the plate now, Stan Musial. Pitch outside the throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Trying to move into scoring position with 2 away, but not to be as we get another look. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this.
Your attention, please.
So a new pitcher set to go here as the right-hander Adam Wainwright gets the call.
Adam Wainwright.
Ready now for the Marlins, Gary Sheffield. He'll be in there to start things out against Adam Wainwright.
Gary Sheffield.
Now here's the first offering. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
You got to love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike and now you go to work just picking apart the corners.
To short. Smith is there. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
The left fielder, number 30, Cliff Floyd.
Next up is Cliff Floyd. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Not an easy thing to do because that knuckleball doesn't have a lot of velo. He was able to pull it, but keep it just enough fair for the long home run.
Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. 4-4 is our score as we play the sixth. And a hanger as he gives this one a pretty good ride out to deep center. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
Well, when you're hitting the ball as well as he is, every time you swing the bat, you're thinking the ball's leaving the ballpark. He had a home run last time, and he almost had another one here. Nothing wrong with a double off the wall, though.
Into the box, Jesus Aguilar. In the dirt here, and no advance. It's ball one. The 1-0 home.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch.
Ball back in.
Joe Panic will be next. Both teams with 6 hits so far. That one's in there, 3-1. This one's down to third. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, the second baseman, Joe Panic.
So a runner at second, 2 down now, and that'll bring up the former St. John's University standout, Joe Panic. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
So he'll send the first one he sees on the ground to second.
He's right there. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for Miami. Through 5.5, we're tied at 4. Ross Detweiler enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the
Now
sixth.
pitching for the Marlins, number 54, Ross Detweiler.
Bottom of the inning now, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Stan Musial.
The first baseman, Dan Musial.
Here it comes. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor, 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
Now here's the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. The 2-0 on the way. is taken, strike one.
2-1.
Popped him up. Lee stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
The third baseman, number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Now at the plate here is Matt Carpenter. His career numbers in this matchup: 2 hits in 7 tries. He's set. Here it comes.
Nope, outside.
Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
Next to hit, Yadier Molina 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First delivery to him.
Ball 1.
Man, that's a great take
Ball
right
one,
there.
no
Backdoor slider, just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here it comes. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this is going to find the gap and roll toward the bullpen for extra bases. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not what he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Standing in now, Dylan Carlson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game. The 0-1 offering.
Outside, that's a ball.
Hit down the line at first. Fielded cleanly, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. So they can't make anything out of the 2-out double. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Digging in, the switch hitter, Sandy Leon. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
As he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The 1-1 home is in there for the second strike. The 1-2. Swing and a liner. And that's going to be a base hit. So there's the possible go-ahead run aboard to kick off the 7th.
The pitcher, number 54, Ross.
Garrett Cooper will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 26, Garrett Cooper.
First pitch coming from Wainwright, as Wainwright's able to jump ahead of him here with strike 1. He averaged down at an even 220. 7 homers, 10 RBIs. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Nope,
Now a
that's
good
ball.
pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Fouled off. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Juan Pierre. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Now here's the first offering. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his third hit of the afternoon.
Up next for the Marlins, the third baseman.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Andrew Miller will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Tyler O'Neill is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Digging in next, Miguel Rojas. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
From the stretch. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
1-0 count. Here it is. Hit on a line, and this one's into center field. That's a base hit. 1 run is scored. Throw won't get him.
Well, that's a huge base hit right there, Dewar. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them the lead by 2.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there. We'll see how this one ends up, but nice job to get that knock right there to drive in a pair.
At the plate now, David Lee, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 0-1.
No ball, 2 strikes.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 3-run shot to left center, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, as this is now a 5-run cushion.
Well, this is what makes this guy so hard to pitch to. He has that rare combination of speed and power. You don't want to walk him and have him get on first base. So what happens, you throw him a strike, and he can hit the ball out of the ballpark like he did just there.
The right fielder, number 10. Gary
So now to the plate, Gary Sheffield, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. 1-0 home. Back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Stepping in now, Cliff Floyd. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Now a throw over to first, and he's back standing. Now it's 2-0.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Sheffield on at first, nobody out. This is on the ground over to first, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Up next for the Marlins.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, that's you said it, Dero. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
Kwang Young Kim comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. To the plate now, Jesus Aguilar. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Fouled away. None out. Runners at first and second. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
He's able to take the ball the other way here. High and deep to right center. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall.
Boy, Dero, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
At the plate, Joe Panic. As he'll take a look at ball one. Now the 1-0 is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Hey, it often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The 3-0 pitch.
Hey! Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Now batting, the catcher, Sandy Leon.
Up next from Miami, Sandy Leon singled in his last at bat. He's set, and the pitch, as he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike one.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
0-1 count, and the pitch.
Ball.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball one. Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Grounded down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. 1 run scores. And he's safe.
I thought this was getting ugly when they scored double digits in runs, but they tack on a couple more here to make it an even dozen. You're going to win about 99% of the games when you score 12 runs. Simple as that.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. And it's fouled away. He drew a base on balls his first time up. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Eight runs already in this inning. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
And the count will be full. Now the payoff pitch home. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Now pitching for
so they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
Cabrera.
Juan Pierre will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. First pitch on its way as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Bases loaded here, nobody out. Two balls, no strikes to the Miami center fielder.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
From the belt, the pitch. Cabrera is about as stingy as they come in terms of a bullpen arm. He's proven very difficult to hit, and it's a rarer thing still to see multiple hits against him.
Yeah, Matty V, and you wonder why it's so hard to score off of this guy. He's nearly impossible to get 3 or 4 hits in an inning to score a run. He keeps his walks per 9 innings are really down, and you look at his hits per 9 innings pitch, it's no wonder why this guy's one of the top relievers in the game right now.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Wow, they went to the pen because they liked the matchup. And what does he do? He walks the first guy he faces to bring in a run. So much for that strategy. Makes you wonder if they'll turn to him again next time in this situation.
Up next, Miguel Rojas. And he's got ducks on the pond, as they say, looking to add to his team's already sizable lead. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
The 0-1 pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Leon, the runner at third. Cooper at second. Pierre at first with no outs. No offer
inside.
on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Long run for the center fielder, and he makes the play, but this should extend their lead as the runner tags from third, and he is in there.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
So the next to bat will be David Lee, and their runners at the corners now. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Turned on down the line. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by in the base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
They are putting in some work at the plate in this one, Matt. Another great AB. Another hit. Another nail in the coffin. That's a startling 15 runs in this one. And they're still going.
Standing in now, Gary Sheffield, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Grounder down the line at third. This will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he looks at one that misses ball 4. So that'll load him up, but at least the double play is in order here with 1 away.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
And stepping in, Cliff Floyd. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. As he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Bases are loaded with only one out. Bounce to first. He's got it to second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. But not before things change dramatically as they explode for 11 here to really open things up. On to the bottom of the seventh. Get up and stretch here in St. Louis. Miami's out in front, 15-4. Richard Blyer gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home seventh.
Number 35, Richard Blyer.
Last half of the seventh here, and into bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader.
Harrison Bader.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Good waist pitch, 1-2. To first, scooped up, and he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Now back, the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Now at the plate is Tyler O'Neill. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball.
Low for ball 1. Just a tick behind for a strike. The 1-1 home.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Ball 2.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
At the plate now, Ozzie Smith standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1 pitch on its way. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. A little bit outside. 2-1. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Tommy Edman would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, and they remain well behind. Start of the 8th on its way, but first Heidi Watney standing by with this report.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're facing pitching that's throwing a lot of strikes, and that has forced them to hit from behind in the count more than they would like. However, they do have 6 hits coming out of counts that were in the pitcher's favor. So that's pretty strong evidence that these hitters are grinding out each and every at-bat, Matt.
Leading off with the Marlins,
Thank you, Heidi.
the first baseman.
All set for the start of the inning, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Jesus Aguilar. Now the pitch. The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left, number 10 for him on the year, as the blowout continues.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Now back, second baseman.
In now, Joe Panic. He looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Base is empty here with nobody out. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
Three balls, 2 strikes.
Line shot to first, and there's 1 away.
Now back, catcher, Sandy Leon.
So now into the box is Sandy Leon. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey!
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a ball and a strike now to Sandy Leon. And he fouls this one off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
And a breaking ball's bounced out towards second. And that's the second out. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Richard Blyer. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's one pitch away from getting out of this inning without him.
But we'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Marlins lead this one 16-4. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And set to go is the second baseman, Tommy Edman.
Tommy Edman.
Here's the first pitch to him. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, he's digging for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one, a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
So now to the plate, Michael Lee fouled off. So far this season, Lee brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and a look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business. And maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
The 1-1 home. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his 3rd hit of the afternoon.
Hey, tough play right there, but let's be honest, let's stay in the trust tree. He had trouble getting that out of his glove. If that exchange was cleaner, I think he would have had the out.
To the plate now, Stan Musial. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-0 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. There's one. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Yeah, you know, that's a big wasted opportunity. Even though a run does score on the play, they're still down, and trading 2 outs at this point in the game is really costly. Not a good turn of events for them.
At the plate, Matt Carpenter. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Oh and 1, here it comes. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. One pitch is a sinker taken for a strike, 1 and 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Misses, ball 2. The 2-2 is taken, ball 3. That misses for ball 4.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
Into the box now, Yadier Molina. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. 2-0 now.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch as soon as it...
Oh, and he can't come up with it. We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the third out. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. 9th inning coming up. The Marlins on top, 16-5. New inning set to get underway, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Juan Pierre. Here's the first pitch. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. 1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter.
1-1.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
Here comes the 1-2. Is laid off for ball 2. And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Into the box, Miguel Rojas. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Now the 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. Lee is there, 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, David Lee.
And now here is David Lee. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. Fouled away. Two out, nobody on. Takes this the other way to right. Lee gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins, but not to fear as they hold a commanding lead. Yimi Garcia, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Number 93, Yimi Garcia.
Mark McGuire will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the 9th, and they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. Garcia stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing at that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Standing in now, Harrison Bader. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
Not likely to see a fourth fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
That's ball 2.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Sheffield is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Now batting, the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Next to bat for St. Louis, Tyler O'Neill. In his career against this pitcher, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First pitch on its way.
Yeah.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Cardinals down to their final strike here.
That's a ball.
And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
16-5 in this one today. The Miami Marlins mounted an impressive offensive display, crossing the plate 16 times. Ross Detweiler earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
The winning pitcher is Ross Detweiler. His record is now 3-2. The loss goes to Adam Wainwright. He falls to 2-4. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Mm-hmm.